if you try to kidnap Americans, sometimes your life doesn't turn out so well. Welcome back to Bible Bears, everyone. I'm Ryder Cullison. A U.S. missionary living in Niger, Philip Walton, he's only 27 years old, was kidnapped several days ago. And recently, on the early hours of October 31st, he was rescued across the border in Nigeria. If you want to hear the rest of the story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you will be alerted when I post new videos. So, let me just get into the background of this. This won't take long. Philip Walton, 27, he's living on a farm in Masalata, Niger, which is southern Niger, near the Nigerian border. He lives with his wife and his young daughter. Some guys come by, they ask him for some money. He gives them the equivalent of what would be 40 US dollars. They kidnap him, take him across the border in Nigeria. Then they demand the equivalent of $1 million from his missionary family members. I'm not really sure how that works. He's a U.S. missionary. How do they expect to get $1 million from anybody? I guess Philip Walton, worked with a missionary organization, and it was that organization's duty to pay the $1 million. Maybe there's some sort of kidnapping insurance. Obviously, these guys have done this kidnap before and gotten some money, so $1 million wasn't outside the realm of expectations. Now, according to the State Department, what happens when an American gets kidnapped is the State Department, U.S., goes in, works with local authorities, and we have a presence in Niger, we have a presence in Nigeria, and those governments have been accommodating to us in the past because there are terrorist groups operating in both those regions. They're very sympathetic to our efforts and the aid and assistance that we give to those governments. So these governments, in some respects, are anti-terrorist. So they work with our government, with our forces, to try to locate hostages. And after a few days, we located this guy. And who was sent in? SEAL Team 6. That's right. We went Call of Duty on them. We rescued this guy early morning hours of October 31st. 6 of his 7 captors were killed. According to one anonymous spokesman, they said they were dead before they even knew what was going on. So, as you can imagine, they're probably sleeping, maybe somewhere on lookout duty, who knows, and then pew, 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 pew. They all go down. You can see, we've seen it in movies before, guys moving in, night vision goggles, taking guys out. Can you imagine the relief that this guy felt, that Philip Walton felt? He's kidnapped from his wife and daughter. At best, he's thinking, I may never see my wife and daughter again. At worst, he's thinking someone's going to pull out a Sony Handycam and record my beheading. And then, within a few days, here comes the cavalry. Can you imagine the exuberance? Thankfully, nobody from SEAL Team 6 was injured. President Trump, the following day, issued a statement. Last night, our country's brave warriors rescued an American hostage in Nigeria. Our nation salutes the courageous soldiers behind the daring nighttime rescue operation and celebrates the safe return of yet another American citizen. Now, if this ransom wasn't paid, the idea is that he likely, Philip Walton that is, would have been turned over to more extremist groups in Nigeria. And from there, who knows what may have happened. So, our government, our military had a small window. They went in there, they located him. Thank you to the local authorities in Niger and Nigeria who assisted in this raid. We found him, we went in and took him. If he had gotten turned over to those extremist groups, he may have been buried somewhere in the country, in some camp somewhere. We may not have been able to find him. And listen, as great as this rescue operation was, not everybody gets rescued quickly. There's a gentleman named Jeffrey Ray Woodkey. He was abducted in 2016, and he's being held by the Islamic State terrorists in Niger, as far as we know. So he was abducted 4 years ago. We still haven't been able to rescue him. Many people, like Philip Walton, are lucky. They're blessed. Some aren't so blessed. So what we need to do is pray for individuals like Jeffrey Woodkey and the other American hostages out there, you know what, let's not stop at American hostages. Let's pray for hostages around the world. There's all sorts of people being kidnapped probably every few minutes on this planet, being held in a cage somewhere in a pit. We need to pray for their safe return so that they can be reunited with their families, their loved ones, and so on. But for right now, let's thank God that Philip Walton has been returned to his wife and his daughter. Things could have been worse. Obviously, not only could he have been kidnapped, his wife, his daughter, they could have been kidnapped as well, sold into sexual slavery, trafficked somewhere. Things could have been much worse. We're thankful. We're thankful to God that he was rescued. We're thankful to our military. We're thankful to the local authorities. We're just thankful all around. That's something to be thankful for today, that God has blessed us. Guys, let me know what you think below. If you know of anybody else who's being held hostage, put that in the comments below. Let's draw awareness to this. People are routinely persecuted in that region, Niger, Nigeria, especially Christians. Every week, villages are burned down. People are kidnapped, sold into slavery. People are beheaded. Pastors are executed. There's a lot of turmoil there. There's a lot of Christian persecution. We need to pray for that region. Put that in your comments below. Let me hear your prayers. Draw awareness to whoever you know who's been kidnapped. I thank you. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you'll be alerted when I post new videos. As always, I love you and have a blessed day.